Portugal. This is not what we bargained for. Portugal. Is this how you're going to win the World Cup? Is this how you want to get to the final of the World Cup? Portugal. One tree does not make a forest. Only Cristiano cannot do it. Portugal. This is against Congo. Not even England, not Croatia. Congo, Portugal. This is a disgraceful performance from Portugal. The whole Portuguese team is a disgrace today. You cannot expect only Cristiano to do everything for Portugal. He was not involved in the game because the team was poor. Portugal, what is this? I did not expect such performance from Portugal tonight. I expected something. I expected the reaction for what Argentina did last night. If you must get to the final of the World Cup, if you must play the World Cup final, there are some kind of performances that you must show. You should show God. You should show willingness. You should show desire. Portugal, what is this? There was no creativity at all. There was no spark at all. There was no willingness at all. Most of these players who did well for their club were very poor today. Am I going to talk about Bruno Fernandes? These guys are doing well at their club, but when it comes to national team, what is going on, Portugal? Is this how we're going to win the World Cup? See, today's performance was too poor from Portugal, and I have to start first with the coach. Roberto Martinez, be very, very careful. You failed the Belgium national team. You wasted the Belgium golden generation. Don't do that with Portugal. Forget the fact that you won the Nations League. Don't do that with Portugal. That man is not creative enough. I've always said it for a fact. Martinez, who wasted the Belgium golden generation, cannot do it in Portugal. But these players have to give their self. This is the last dance for Cristiano, for crying out loud. This is the last dance. Portugal was supposed to be very, very good today. Even if it was difficult to score, even if Congo was sitting back and defending, you should create something. And the Congo I saw today, they were not defending. They were not sitting back all through. These guys still came out and played football. That is to show that Portugal was super poor. I was expecting a better team from the wings. I was expecting something brilliant from the wings. Look at how Bernardo Silva played today. Look at how Neto played today. Look at how Rafael Leao played today. Look at how it was even Conceição that was even the better player on the pitch. There was no creativity from the midfield. One man cannot do it. This man is 41 years old. You don't expect him to do everything. There was no crosses coming in. There was no passes coming in. The man was just there, just waiting, suffering, toiling, and hoping to get something out of this game. Portugal was just a total disappointment today. Total disappointment. I will not take anything away from Congo. They did a good job too. I said it in my preview that Congo, the best part of Congo is their defensive spark. That is the best part of Congo. They always have a very good defense. But going forward is a bit shaky. And today they proved me right. And Wissa did a brilliant job today. Wissa got a very first goal for Congo in the World Cup. And not just against any opponent, against a Portuguese side that is touted to win the World Cup. A lot of these Portuguese players need to get retired. A lot of them. Rafael Leao, I see no reason why he should be called up to the national team. A player that had the worst season at AC Milan this season. So many poor players in that team. In tonight's game, they were not turning up at all. Nothing. It's not even just about personal record first. Even if Cristiano did not score, you just win. Win first. Make sure your first game is full of confidence. Even if you're not going to let Cristiano score, just win. The player that unlocked Cristiano this season, that got so many goals this season, João Felix, was on the bench. What was the coach doing? Absolutely nothing. Oh, Cristiano. Portugal. Well, this is just the first game. This is just the first game. There's going to be subsequent games. There's going to be more games. Two more games in the group stage. But we cannot. This kind of performance cannot continue to the next stage. This kind of performance cannot continue to the next game. Where was the creative spark of Bruno Fernandes from Manchester United this season? Where was that flair from Vitinha and Ramos and Neves rather from PSG? So are you trying to say Portugal is not as good as they seem they would, or as they seem they are? As for Cristiano, the team was disappointing today. Cristiano was not at fault today. You cannot expect a 41-year-old to be running around the pitch and trying to create for himself. There was no creativity today. Today was just a fight for survival for him. He was just trying his all, trying his best, opening up to expect crosses which was not coming, making runs to expect passes which was not coming, no defense splitting passes, nothing. So there's no way we are going to blame Cristiano. He did his best today, but the Portuguese players are super disappointing to themselves. They deserve all the sticks they will get. The minimum Congo should have gotten today was 4-1. Minimum. If Portugal was a very, 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 serious side, the minimum was supposed to be 4-1. It was a very disappointing game. Let me know what you think concerning this game, and share your thoughts in the comment section. If you're new to this channel, hit the like button. What do you think about Cristiano's game? Let me know and share your thoughts. If you're new to this channel, hit the like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I come your way again next time. I may your boy Mike Ways. Stay cool. Cheers.